Hello and welcome back to Denmark 101. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about doggy bags. Now, for those unfamiliar, a doggy bag is very common in the US. And what it is when you go and you've eaten, you've gotten this big portion, and in the US we're fairly famous for large portions, right? But let's say that you've eaten 2/3 of your meal and you've decided, okay, I'm full. I don't need to polish the rest of this off. What I want to do is I'm actually going to take this home. So you ask for a doggy bag, and then they'll bring you. And most restaurants have some variation of maybe it's like a tinfoil cap or a plastic container, or it depends on the food really. But that then goes in a paper bag, and then you can take your food home with you, and then you can continue the rest of the meal, whatever that may be. It might be a steak, it might be even a salad. The sky's the limit. Now, when you get to Denmark, now part of it is that you still have more traditional European portions that aren't overflowing and good for 2 or 3 different meals. But then the other part of it is you just don't have this tradition of doggy bags. So if you were to go into a Danish restaurant, and it always catches tourists a little off guard, is because they'll eat their portion, they're traveling, and then maybe they're hoping to take some of that portion home and then eat it the following evening or for breakfast or whatever it might be, back at the hotel. So you get to Denmark, you have a good meal. Maybe you even order a little bit extra because you think you're going to take it home in a doggy bag. The end of the meal arrives, and then you ask for a doggy bag, and the waiter or waitress looks at you. What do you want? A what? A doggy bag? Why would you take your food and feed your dog? Which is most often, especially if they're not already familiar with the tradition, the immediate response is doggy bag. Okay, this is food for your dog. Are you going to take the bones back? Yeah, we can do that. But oh, it's for you. Okay, whole different situation, right? So it's something that is starting to catch on in Denmark, especially here in Copenhagen or in some of the touristy areas, where restaurants are more inclined to do it. Portion size is increasing. All these different elements kind of come together to facilitate this doggy bag culture. But for the most part, doggy bags in Denmark, they're not a thing here. And so to the Danes watching, do you get doggy bags in the US, and is it common? There the answer is most definitely yes. So yeah, next time you're at a restaurant, if you want, you can ask if they do doggy bags, just as a fun check. But the vast majority of restaurants do not, which is a little bit of a shame, because it's that's food waste that perhaps could be prevented. But at the same time, it also facilitates this strange culture in the US where you have a lot of people that then go and they order a meal, only eating half the meal with the plan of taking it, taking back and eating it the following day, which I suppose in the grand scheme of things is like cooking for a couple days in advance. But nevertheless, I think it probably reduces the enjoyment of the meal itself, and encourages it increases prices because then the portions have to be bigger. Plus, I don't know, it creates an interesting challenge. But I don't know. What do you think? Like doggy bags? Hate doggy bags? Wish there were doggy bags in Denmark? Let me know. Thanks for tuning in.